And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, we infiltrated the Space Pirates' home mining facility here at Aegon Wastes, and we got a bunch of lore entries in the last episode. But in today's episode, we're going to be continuing on into the Wastes mining facility. And we got more of these turrets here, so let's go ahead and take care of these guys. In this room's kind of weird. If you notice right here, there's a cracked wall right here. It says this is the presence of brimstone, so we need to shoot a missile right at it, and that actually leads into a secret alcove that was previously blocked. This room's going to be weird because later in the game we're going to be coming back to it and draining sand in this room. But keep in mind that we have to keep coming back to this room later on. But before we go too far, we come into this room. This room's kind of got a weird, eerie feeling to it. This is the main reactor room. And you guys can probably see there's a bunch of Phazon right here. I think you can't scan it just yet. But let's go and drop down here. There's our dark doppelganger again, absorbing Phazon like she did before. But seems that she's noticed us. We want to know where you came from and why you're imitating us. And sure enough, it's turned into an all-out brawl. This is our first encounter with Dark Samus. Scan Dark Samus before you do anything. Dark Samus is one of those boss fights that is just... It goes pretty well, or it goes pretty bad. So, it says, powerful distance attack, Phazon energy shield repels all weapons. Wait until it's down attack, avoid rather close contact with the target. Scans indicate the presence of Phazon and your genetic material within this entity. She wears a version of the Various suit, altered and augmented by the Phazon within her. Primary weapons include a missile launcher and a scattershot variant of a power beam. Boost and jump abilities are superior to yours. The ability to generate Phazon energy shields is also present. Dark Samus is our main antagonist in this whole entire game. And this is the first time we're going to be taking care of her. She's going to be doing a spread shot like that. Whenever she does that, you might want to go ahead and just hide behind one of the pillars here. She also can de-lock onto, she can, if you're locked onto her, every now and then, she will go and de-lock onto her, she'll detach herself from your lock-on. Your best bet is to simply charge beam at her, don't get close to her, and when you do get close to her, if you try to fire a missile at her, sometimes she'll just block it with an energy field like that. But just try to stay away from her. Otherwise, you can be in for a bad time. And it gets really rather annoying trying to fight her whenever you're trying to lock onto her, because she does detach herself from your lock-on after a while. So, upon half health, she does start to get an energy field like this when she's glowing blue. And then she'll get super invincible, and she'll be very invincible to your shots no matter what. But the thing is, though, when she's in that form, just simply go away, just stay away from her. You can damage her while she's in this form, but only whenever she's in between attacks, like this. That's the only time you can actually ever attack her. Just be careful. She does fire missiles at you, and she does do the spread shots. The missiles can be rather annoying. If she jumps into the air, you cannot attack her. It'll bounce right off. So be careful of that. Oh, I have to get away from her. I'm trying to get away from her as I can. It's kind of hard to keep track of her. She goes all over the place. Alright, trying to just strafe around her. Trying to get away from her. I just want to be able to just not be able to. And then when she does this, she does like a leaping forward attack with a Phazon. And it does a lot of damage when she's invulnerable whenever she's covered in Phazon. So let's go ahead and just dash right there so that way it crashes on that building part right there. Okay. Oh, come here. There you go. I should be able to finish you off here soon. Alright. Oh, there we go. Oh, gosh. Alright, so just a couple more shots and she should be done. And she's gonna do it, and ow! I didn't strafe out of the way just in time. That's okay. Alright, come on, Dark Samus. There we go. We took care of her. That went pretty well, don't you think? And she looked like we destroyed her. So much for that menace. But we have destroyed Dark Samus. She went down without too much of a fight. But it seems like her presence still is here, as you guys can tell from the blue particles everywhere. Now this room has, I do believe, a logbook entry around here somewhere. Nope, it's not there. Never mind. Just ignore it for right now. Go up here into this elevator. And this will lead you into this room. Well, so now, upon defeating Dark Samus, we have gained a new weapon. The Dark Beam. So let's go ahead and pick it up. And with that, we got a new beam, the Dark Beam. Press right on the C stick to switch to the Dark Beam. Charge a weapon to fire a normal shot when out of ammo. Okay, so speaking of ammo. This is a big thing for this game, and why a lot of people don't like this game. These beams, these new beams that we just got, they actually have ammo to them. In previous Metroid game and the previous Metroid Prime game, they didn't have ammo. So this was a big change for this game. I will tell you, the ammo system in this game doesn't bother me at all. In fact, like the game said, you actually have infinite ammo if you use it right. Infinite ammo in the way of, if you're out of ammo, you can still charge your beam shot and you can get a regular beam shot out of it. So, by all technicality, you have infinite ammo. But let's scan this thing right here. This is another one of those lore entries for the Space Pirate logs. This is for the Shadow War. Alright, so now, with the Dark Beam, we can open up these doors here. The Dark Beam is the best way I can describe it, it's a slow-moving shot. Like this, see? It goes very slow. But the thing is, though, if you charge up the Dark Beam, it can, in fact, freeze enemies in place, kind of like the Ice Beam. So that's a good way to do that. Now, upon opening this door, we can actually go through it like normal. We couldn't before, but that's okay. We can now make way over back to the Pirate Command. But yeah, I know the ammo system is very different for this game, and I understand why people don't like the idea of having ammo on a beam, but it's not really that bad as you think it is, I promise. Okay, these are the new guys right here. Coming back into the main command room of the Pirate Command, you got new pirates here. Pirate Grenadiers. Grenaders, I think that's how you say it. I cannot say that word for the life of me. These guys specialize in throwing grenades at you. So be sure to grab these. These guys are always going to be in this room, so these guys aren't going to be missable by any means. I promise. Yeah, they're going to shoot little grenades at you, so be mindful of that. They're always going to be in this room from now on until, well, game's over, so don't worry about missing these guys. But now that we have the Dark Beam, we can actually head into Dark Aether by shooting that rift and creating a portal. We can make our own portals now. This portal's active. Walk into the portal to transport to Dark Aether. Yeah, that's pretty much that in a nutshell. So let's go inside. And sure enough, we're back here at Dark Ether. If we look at our map here, we're kind of far away from where we were last time. This is kind of bad. As you guys can see, some of these space pirates are dead on the ground. They didn't make it very far, now did they? The attack crippled the subject, and leaving him vulnerable to further attacks and ultimately termination. And then this guy right here. Subject took multiple armor breaches, exposing his body to the local atmosphere. Because, well, that was stupid to come into a toxic atmosphere like that and have multiple armor breaches. Now scan this. This is Phazon. This is that radioactive material I told you about. Volatile ore and biomugenic properties. Origin point of Phazon unknown. First detected an element on planet Talon 4 used by the space pirates to produce vast vessels of energy. So, that's pretty much that in a nutshell. Now, there's something else I wanted to talk about. With these new beams that we just got, we can augment the crystals, the light crystals and whatnot. If you shoot a dark beam at the light crystal, it'll actually nullify the light crystal, and you have to scan it. Well, you don't have to scan it, but you scan it for the logbook entry. This is a nullified beacon. What this does is it nullifies the light crystal for a time being. You have to shoot it with the regular beam in order to unclog the effects of it. So, anytime you get a new beam, it's probably best to test it out on a beacon, because it's going to be a logbook entry. I guarantee you that. There's actually one right over there. Let's scan it real quick if I can. There we go. It's already nullified. This one's a nullified crystal. So, just have to shoot its crystal just a little bit in order to activate the beacon again. And I saw a little Inglet earlier. I don't know where he went. But there's a new enemy right here, too. So, let's scan him if I can grab him. Wherever he went. Goodness gracious. What happened to this guy? Appears to have been terminated with his own forces. Evidence of parasitic infestation present. Subject may have turned on his allies against his own will. Well... yeah, because the ing can possess people. Do not touch the Phazon, because that actually damages you more than the atmosphere itself does. So be careful of that. I'm going to try to get this guy. There we go. This is a Dark Preed. If you shoot this guy, he makes a mist. And that mist is very toxic and venomous. So don't shoot him right next to you, not when you're right next to him. Alright. So now, let's go around here. There is a spot right here. Let's go ahead and scan it. The statue conceals Luminoff device. Outer shell has been made out of brimstone. Okay, so let's go ahead and shoot a missile at it. And what that did is actually make a crystal right here. This is a light lift crystal. This is a mechanism where if it's shot with a dark beam, it'll actually lift a platform. And we actually got 40% of all our logbook entries already done. So we're almost halfway done with the logbook already in this game. So, isn't that neat? Let's go ahead and shoot the dark beam at it. And what that does is it brings it down, so we can actually use it again. Alright, jump back in here. And there's a Dark Preed. I kind of want to stay out of its range right now and get rid of it. Okay. So now, there's another Dark Preed right there. Now, I'm going to have to jump up here, and I'm going to have to probably jump through here. There is a Aegon Waste Temple Key right here. We're going to have to go ahead and get it. That's our second one. So I only need one more in order to access the Dark Temple. And as you guys can see, there is a door right there. There's a dark door we can actually go through. So let's go ahead and do that. And it's got dark splinters. Let's go ahead and take care of these guys real quick. Okay. Is there anything else? Actually, we can't go through that door because there's a light door. A white door right there, and we can't go through it just yet. I was wrong about that. Alright, so now let's go down this way. I think this way leads to the way we need to go. Alright. We'll come in this room. You'll notice that there's Phazon here. I think I scanned... Nope, that's a warrior ing. I'm sorry. That's not an inglet. I thought for some reason I missed an inglet. I don't know why. I had this feeling I missed an inglet somewhere. Actually, Mr. Warrior Ing, can you... Does Phazon affect you? I don't know if Phazon affects you or not. Let's try it out. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Alright, so I shot the Phazon thing and I actually killed Mr. England. Or Mr. Worrying here. What happened to that guy right there that he dead right there? Subject was undergoing parasitic fusion when the heart failed. Massive biosystem shock to the termination of the subject and the parasite. Wow. So, both the thing that was trying to possess him and that guy killed him. Okay, I did scan the England. Okay, I was wondering if I scanned it or not. And I didn't know if I scanned the England or not, because I don't know why. I just had this weird feeling I didn't scan him. Okay, let's go ahead and kill these Englets here. Now, over here, you'll notice that there's another light door. We're going to be getting something here soon that actually can open those doors. And there's another rift portal right here. This one leads back to the light world. But we need light energy in order to activate it. Wouldn't you know? What happened to this guy? Chest armor was comprised by multiple high-energy strikes, then penetrated by a piercing weapon, terminating the subject's lifetime. Oh, gosh, that's terrible. Alright, so let's go in here. And this will lead into this room right here. This is another one of those... another dark variant of that room that we just started this episode off in. Object contains number of motivator units. It appears to have a component in some sort of transportation system. Okay. Well, we'll see it here in a second on the other side what that means. On the other side, if you look up, you'll notice there's a light crystal right there. A light lift crystal. So let's go ahead and shoot it with a dark beam. I didn't really get to show what the dark beam does because, unfortunately, as you would suspect, the dark beam doesn't do very much to enemies in Dark Aether. So it's probably best not to use the dark beam as much as you want to. Alright, what happened to you? Subject has a number of severe Phazon radiation burns. Trauma from these wounds is the cause of death. Oh man, that kind of stinks. What happened to you? Subject's chest armor was comprised of multiple high-energy strikes and penetrated piercing weapon terminating... Yeah, that was the same as earlier. But as you guys can see, this is another save station. I think I'm going to end this episode off here, because we fought Dark Samus, and we got the Dark Beam, and we came back to Dark Aether. And we got another Aegon Waste Temple key. So I think in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2... we're going to continue onwards in Dark Aether and hopefully find that last key. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.